All right, One Piece fans, get your tissues and your copium ready. Because Zoro is not that guy. Not when it comes to real anime swordsmen. You think 3 swords make you unbeatable? No. That makes you a circus act with good abs. You drop Zoro into a Bleach battle or Demon Slayer fight, and he's getting cooked in 3 seconds or less. Today, I'm breaking down why Zoro, as hyped as he is, would get washed by almost every other elite anime swordsman. And no, not because I hate One Piece, because I'm watching it clearly. Let's be honest. Haki is vague. One Piece has one of the least defined power systems in modern shonen. Armament, observation, and Conqueror's Haki all work until Oda says they don't. Meanwhile, Zoro trains for 2 years, comes back with a black bandana and cuts boats. Cool, but compare that to other anime, it's laughable. He doesn't warp reality. He doesn't slice through dimensions. He doesn't manipulate time or space or even energy. Zoro is strong in One Piece logic, but that's like being the smartest guy at a frat party. Put him in an anime with real power scaling, he's getting bodied. Bleach captains would annihilate Zoro. Byakuya Kuchiki Shikai turns into 1,000 floating blades. Bankai, millions of petals, attacking from every direction at light speed. Zoro can't even hit someone unless they're 10 feet in front of him. He's getting sliced like sashimi. 2. Shunsui Kyoraku. His Bankai manifests stories as deadly reality. He can literally rewrite the rules of the fight. Zoro brings swords. Shunsui brings death poetry. 3. Kenpachi Zaraki. The one guy you'd think Zoro could maybe stand against? But nah, Kenpachi's raw power breaks physics. No technique, no strategy, just overwhelming, universe-bending violence. If Zoro thinks he's a demon, Kenpachi is the final boss of hell. Ichigo Kurasaki's speed, faster than light, strength, scales to planet level. Skills, trained by every faction in the Bleach world. Zoro would be swinging while Ichigo is already behind him, Bankai activated, sword through his chest. Demon Slayer and Fate characters slice Zoro. 2. 1. Giyu Tomioka. Water-breathing master with precision-based attacks. Wouldn't overpower Zoro, but he's smarter and faster. 2. Muichiro Tokido, mist breathing, Ichigo's confusion, clones, illusions. Trained at a young age, Zoro is all brute force. Muichiro is finesse, speed, and misdirection. Game over. Seer, one of the fastest swordswomen in anime. Magic resistance, superhuman strength, Excalibur beam attack. You can't 3-sword style your way out of a light cannon. 4. Gilgamesh. Technically not a swordsman, but uses a literal armory of weapons from alternate timelines. Zoro gets overwhelmed before he can even draw a blade. Zoro's feats aren't that impressive outside One Piece. Yeah, he cut a mountain. He survived getting slashed by Mihawk. He took all of Luffy's pain. Sounds cool. Until you put that next to other shonen feats. Ichigo cuts dimensions. Guts fights literal demons and gods. Kenshin ends fights in one precise slash. Yami opens black holes mid-fight and casually adjusts gravity with slashes. What does Zoro do? Scream attack names, get lost, bleed, win because of Haki plot armor. Mihawk ain't that scary either. Let's address the Mihawk copium right now. One Piece fans will say, Zoro trained with Mihawk. He's the strongest swordsman in the world. Okay, in One Piece, but outside of that world, Mihawk is just a well-dressed vampire with good aim. He's the strongest swordsman in a world where people fight with bubble power and clown bombs. Zoro's limit is the One Piece world. Zoro isn't bad, he's great within his series, but once you leave that universe, his abilities stop being impressive. Put him in Bleach, Slain, Fate, Deleted, Demon Slayer, Outsmarted, JJK, Outcursed, Attack on Titan, bro gets eaten. Zoro is a tank in a world of swords. But other anime have swordsmen who are also gods, strategists, or literal forces of nature. So next time someone says Zoro, every anime swordsman, just laugh, because it's not even close. Zoro's cool, don't get me wrong, he's iconic, but let's stop pretending he's untouchable when half of anime sword users are operating on a completely different tier. Comment below, who would win? Zoro or your favorite anime swordsman? I'll be in the replies arguing all week. Subscribe for more anime takes that make the internet cry.